So, good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Wetzler. I'm coming to you from snowy Colorado. It's only May 3rd. Hopefully, this will end. No, it's supposed to be 75 by Friday. Anyway, this is Debbie Wetzler, and David Silverman usually hosts with me. We're a brother-sister team from another mother, and we get our teams together every single week so we can see your beautiful faces and hear your wins and talk about things that we're about to do and welcome new people to the community, to our family, basically. And it's been such a joy and pleasure to work with a lot of you for the past 10 and a half years. And so thank you all for coming, and we will get started. And we usually start with a few wins. And so I'd like to ask anybody if they do have a win, please unmute yourself. We'd love to hear it. I see Linda Mullen. Oh my goodness. I know you just had a win. You just signed somebody up.
I sure did. Woohoo.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, Linda?
Well, Amy's supposed to be on the line. Amy, are you on the line? She was going to try and get
Well,
on.
I'll look for her.
I'm on the line. I'm on the line.
Oh, you
Okay.
are? Fantastic. Well, let's have Amy tell her story. Where are you, Amy? We got so many people on the line. It's crazy. But yeah, why don't you go ahead and share your story?
Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Let me
Amy.
see if I can get you guys. 1 second. There it is.
Hi, Amy.
Ah,
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So I'm Amy Torres, and sorry, I'm getting outside because there's a lot of noise inside. Let's see. So I work with Linda, and I'm a caregiver, and I was very curious about her Ossia containers that she had there, so I asked her about them. And when she told me about it, I was really excited because my mom has all kinds of health conditions. I thought at first it was something about for a diet or something like that, but that's why I was asking her, and so I could lose weight. But when she started telling me what it was about, that really interested me because my mom has a lot of medical conditions. And since day one that my mom has been taking this, we were fighting COVID, and all our whole household had COVID. And my mom really got hit really bad. And her drinking the Ossia, the first 3 days was such a blessing because she was able to, she had a really bad fall right before drinking it. So her face was all bruised up. My mom is legally blind, totally blind from one eye and legally blind from the other eye, and started spraying it in her eyes. First day that we did that, her vision was, she would compare it to the way it looks when you're driving a car and it's raining and the windshield looks like with the water falling. And when I sprayed in her eyes, she couldn't even see color very well. She started by the end of the night being able to see color again.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's able to see people's faces a lot better. She can,
Wow.
she started putting on her own makeup again.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yes, and with her drinking, excuse me, really quick, you guys. With her drinking it as well, within time, she has a really bad back problem. And for years she's had it because she's got this metal plate in her back. She couldn't bend down. It was very difficult for her to walk. And I promise you guys, it's such a blessing because now there's so much to tell you guys about it. Now she's able to, while she's sitting down, bend over and touch her toes, which before she could not do.
Oh my God.
And another thing as well, like I told Linda, my mom could never eat pizza or anything with spices. She was on a very
Right.
limited diet because she's a diabetic, but she was given so many medications because of the acid that she would produce in her stomach and stuff. So she was on medications for that. And every week I was running out to Sam's Club or Costco and buying the multi-pack of the Pepto-Bismol because she was constantly had a stomach ache and she couldn't eat anything besides even the medication the doctor was giving her. And she's totally off of all of that stuff now. She's able to
Holy
eat.
cow.
She's been able to have pizza already. which she's been wanting to have for a long time. And yeah, she's
don't
just
blame her.
been, yeah, it's really been working on her very much so. And she's walking now, not by herself, but with a walker, which she wasn't doing any of that when she had COVID since December.
Wait, so how long
So-
has she been on the product?
For about 2 months now. Going
2
on 3 months.
Holy
It's almost
cow.
3 months. Yes.
Wow.
And yeah, and that's what's so encouraging. As I told Linda, this makes me so much want to get involved in this because
Perfect.
I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, and I love to share the Lord with everybody. That is so critical to me. And this right here is a miracle right there. So if I can
Perfect.
share with my patients or anybody else, I really want to do this. I
Well,
really
we're
believe
here to
that it
help
works.
you, definitely. And I'd be happy to help you anytime. So please let
Thank
us know.
you.
And
Yes, of
Linda
course.
can connect you with my information. And so welcome to the team, first
Thank
of all.
you guys.
And that's quite a win. That's quite a win. Thank you for sharing.
It's been a blessing. Yes, it really,
Absolutely.
really has. Nice to meet everybody. I can't see
Right.
everybody right now because I'm on the phone. But
Right.
I can
yeah,
finally
there's-
see your. I can finally see your face, Amy. You have a face now.
yes, yeah, you know what I look like.
Debbie,
Yeah.
I think
You're
got 3
beautiful.
wins in one there.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly. 3 wins in one.
I have one.
Okay, Liz, go ahead.
Well, it's part of I have a new associate on. She just got on. Should I wait or?
Yeah, we're going to welcome people, new people later.
Okay, then
this is
that
just
I
for
won't count that
wins.
as a win. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Anybody else have a quick win?
I have
Okay.
a quick win.
Okay, a quick win.
Quick win. I had a gentleman who became a preferred customer, didn't really tell me what was going on, but he felt like he understood what it was supposed to do. And he didn't tell me until last week. He said my toes were black and now my toes aren't black anymore.
Yay.
And I didn't understand what that meant until Carolyn explained it to me. And it got me. So
Yeah, it's
big
pretty
deal.
bad.
And in case anybody else is listening,
I left my mask.
what I said to Dawn, you've saved his life,
Yes, definitely.
right? And she didn't understand. And that's one of those blood sugar complications. And when people get that and it's not remedied in the way that we're supporting the body, the progression is bye-bye foot, bye-bye knee, bye-bye leg, bye-bye life. So she saved his life.
She did save his life, yes, because, and once you have something amputated, your life expectancy goes down to about 5 years on average.
Hmm.
So thank you for saving somebody, Dawn, as many of you have. All right, we're going to move on now. Next, I'd love to recognize a few people for what they've been doing. And again, of course, just talking to people, taking action, sharing this with people. As people come on board, you go up in rank. And so it's just showing that people are caring and they're sharing with people. So I'm going to share my screen for just a second. And I'm going to show you the new directors for the week. And so if you've come on and you're a brand new person, you're an associate. And we, or you're a preferred customer, you might be on as a preferred customer on this call. But if you're an associate, if you're talking to people and you have 2 people that say they would like to join you, you become a director because one goes on your left side and one goes on your right side. So our new directors this week are Harry and Kathy Bowl, Cecil DeMasso, Anthony Pierce, Victoria Benolt, Dr. Jason Tan, and that's our new directors for this week. That's probably the hardest, I would think, rank to get to because you're first starting to talk about redox signaling molecules, not something you're probably comfortable with. Once you keep talking and you get 300 points on your left and right side all in 1 week, and that's by talking to either more people or and getting them signed up, or yeah, that's how you do it basically. Our new director 300s this week are Inez Cruz, Renee Castro, Anna Martinez, Marcia Saladana, Louise Alvarez, Ruth Fishman, and Mary Ward. And then the next rank is Director 700, and that means you've gotten 700 points on your left and on your right all in 1 week. And again, that's by having you share with more people and introduce this to more people, and or having your team starting to do that. So our new Director 700s this week are Dr. Ellie Daniel. Congratulations, he's on the team phone call. Rosanna Vadell, Cassandra Fernandez, Margaret Ziegler, Robert Sutton, and Giselle Mission. So those are our new Director 700s. Congratulations to all of them. And then we had 2 executive ranks reached, and we actually did congratulate Ricardo last week, but it's official this week. So he showed up on the list. So Ricardo Wilkins did go bronze executive, and we're so proud and happy. He's under Danielle Matthews. So congratulations again, Ricardo, if you're on. And then a new silver executive, Lorena Huguera. And she's a new silver executive, and I know she's been working very hard also. So congratulations to everybody there. That's a proud
Deb.
achievement that you should get. Yes, Amy.
Hey, you forgot Elaine Hustleton. She went Director 700, I think period 16, 2 weeks ago.
I didn't forget her. She's just not on the list, but thank you for letting us know, definitely.
Huh, why wouldn't she be on your list if she's on your team?
I don't know.
Okay.
She didn't show up in the report because I always do the report every single week. So
All right. Well, she went from
Mhm.
associate to Director 700. So
that's great.
yeah.
Well, congratulations to her also. Thank you, Amy, for bringing that up. I'm sorry. Maybe if she did it on the 16th, maybe.
No, she did it 2 weeks ago.
Well, they might have taken her off the list already. So I probably would have read her name.
No, don't worry about it. I just
Right.
wanted to recognize her accomplishment.
Absolutely, of course. Congratulations. I don't know if David's on yet or not. I will just go over briefly. We have some of the same, things that we do every single week, and there's always events to plug people into. And so this is our team meeting, which we have every Monday night. And every Tuesday, there's Ask the Doctor. And again, that's one of our biggest tools for this team. And that's what I would get anybody on. I've told all my new people to get on it. I've told anybody I'm prospecting to get on it. It's at 8 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday nights. It's either Dr. Carolyn Hoffman, who's on tonight, and doing it with Lynn Matthews, and or Dr. David Silverman with Danielle Matthews. And you are at a presentation, and then you can ask questions afterwards, and it's just a remarkable presentation. And this week, instead of having a build to bronze, there's going to be an In Touch call on Tuesday the 4th at 9 p.m. And you'll be sent a link in ASEA to get onto the In Touch call. That's a corporate call that kind of tells you where ASEA is and any new promotions they're doing or anything new that they're doing at corporate. Thursday night is another great presentation done by Alan Noble, and he is one of our premier speakers, and he does it at 9 o'clock on discoverasea.com. Carolyn Hoffman, also, I forgot the Tuesday tip talk night thing, and that's at 7:10. And she always brings you for 10 minutes a testimonial, and it's great to get people to create interest, and then they can get on the 8 o'clock Ask the Doctor call. So please don't forget that one. And then Friday night, if people want a little bit more science and medical, and this wouldn't be for everybody, and it's not for a prospect, definitely. There's the ASEA 5, and they usually interview doctors, and they go a little bit more deep into the science of this and redox, and it's very interesting. And I don't know who's on this week. I haven't gotten a flyer from Jim yet. He always sends me out a flyer, but it's usually another doctor that's on, so they interview them. So that's Ask the Doctor. And quickly before, David said he'd be on for this, so I just wanted to make sure David, are you here yet? There's a David, but it's not David Silverman. I'm going to go ahead and welcome people because we would like to tell you about something, but he wanted to get on and help do that. So I'll just wait for him. So we're going to, Dr. Marty Morin is this Friday. Oh, great. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Marty Morin is a research veterinarian. He's done a lot of research into the redox. He is the man that put the Renew on half of his face because he wanted to do his own experiment with, what this did. And he wanted the same cells and the same age cells. And literally he did it for 2 months. And I remember looking at him thinking he had a stroke. And I said, I can't look at you anymore. You've got to put it on the other side. But anyway, he's a wealth of knowledge. So if you guys want to tune in and support him, that he's on our team, definitely. So thank you for that. Okay, now we'll welcome more people. I know Liz, we'll start with Liz because she spoke up. You had somebody new on, right, Liz?
Yes, I do. And her name is Kelly McCumber.
Kelly, okay.
She just joined a few days ago.
Nice.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Kelly, and talk about what interested you most in ASEA?
There's David. Okay. We're welcoming new people, David, and then I said we would make the announcements. I've done everything else.
Okay,
and
cool.
Welcome back to Florida.
Thanks.
But
Kelly, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, let me see if I can unmute Kelly. It's Kelly McCumber.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Kelly.
Thank
Hi.
you. Thanks for the welcome.
Of course. Where are you? What
I'm
state?
in the Dallas area, actually, a little bit
Nice.
south of Dallas.
All
Yeah.
right. Tell us a little bit about yourself and then why you were interested in looking at ASEA.
Well, I've actually been struggling with some sort of, I think it's a compounded issues, and medical really can't quite figure it out. A naturopath has determined what part of it is. A virus that's been in my tendons and ligaments for a very long time. And then I also took a drug a fluoroquinoline antibiotic that is known to destroy mitochondria in the cells and tissues, or the cells of your ligaments, tendons, connective tissues.
Great.
So it's like a double whammy on those tissues. And I've been struggling for many years. So I have a friend who thought about this product and mentioned Liz, and Liz and I got together last week or so, whatever, and I've ordered the product and just recently started taking it. So I'm very hopeful.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you,
Well,
Kelly.
let me mention something, Kelly, to you. There's something happening. I'm David Silverman. There's something happening in Dallas on the 15th.
Oh,
And we're all kind of envious because we're not really getting together very often, but this is on the 15th and it is in Frisco. So see if you, I'll put this flyer in the chat and people can download it if you know people in Dallas, okay?
oh, great. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
a couple of the people are on the medical professionals board that are going to be there. Dr. Hayes and Donalyn, well, that's kind of, yeah, both of them are on the medical board. So I'll put that up there for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You bet.
Absolutely. All right. Do we have anyone else new here tonight?
Joyce has someone.
Okay.
So
Joyce has someone. You are Joyce.
I am. So I saw them, Dina and Adigio, Dina Vanderpool is here, and they were sponsored by Tony Pierce. Tony's enrolling somebody else right now, so I'm doing the honors of introducing them. So Dina, can you unmute yourself and say hi to the team?
Hi everyone.
Hey,
How you
everybody.
doing?
Hi.
Hi. DJ, you want to see?
Well, basically, our interest with the product started with me because of my hip and my lower back and so many other things. But anyway, and I've gotten energy from this, taking the product within the second time, which is outstanding to me. When I put it on my hip, I see it on my hip, takes a little bit, but once it kicks in, I'm good for most of the day.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
And what do you guys do normally? What's your background a little bit?
Well, my husband,
I'm retired.
he's retired, yes.
Okay.
And I am actually a social worker. I'm in graduate school to become a therapist.
Nice. Very
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
And where do you guys live?
We live in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay.
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
Well, welcome to the team. And I'm glad
Thank
you're already
you.
feeling better.
Yeah,
I do
thank
want
you.
to share that one of the reasons Dina's so motivated is because they used to, when they dated, they used to live in Colorado. He was in the military and they used to ski a lot and used to be very active. And Tony said, "Oh, you just want to get your boyfriend back."
That's right. Well, come to
Yeah.
Colorado and visit. That's where I live.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we never lived in Colorado.
Oh, I thought,
Yeah.
but you were
No.
saying, well, why was the DGO bringing that up then?
Well, he was.
Well, I learned to ski in Utah. But
Okay.
Colorado has the best, has some good snow.
Yeah.
Along with Park City.
Yeah.
Well, the
still
key is
getting it.
Dina
You
wants a
still come.
boyfriend back.
Yes.
There you go.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, welcome aboard, both of you.
Yeah.
Thank
welcome to the
you.
team.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Yes.
Hey, Debbie.
Yes.
I know that Ankita's on the line. I wanted to connect you. This is Dr. Patel's wife that we spoke to this afternoon.
Yes.
And David, I wanted to introduce you. I know we've been connecting you, and I know that we'll all get together. So Ankita, there you go. Can't see you, but she's very pretty.
Was she on the phone call?
Yeah,
Listening?
she was
Okay,
listening. She was in the office. Yeah.
Hi, Ankita. David Silverman. How are
Ankita.
you?
Hi, everybody. How are you guys? Sorry, I've kept my screen as just my name because I got a little bit late at work today. And so I'm just sitting down eating dinner and I don't want you guys seeing me stuff my face listening to you guys. But
you're with family, don't worry.
yeah, no, I am very curious and interested in this. And I got to know Carolyn through a gentleman by the name of Andrew Lee. So I am in my investigational stages of ASEA. And so far what I've learned about it is very interesting and I can't wait to discover more.
What's your background?
My background, actually, so eons ago, it was in healthcare. I was a respiratory therapist and then took about 10 years to stay with my kids. And afterwards, I actually went into my own business of educational in math, basically math and English. And now I've kind of joined a business that my husband has opened up a year ago, which revolves around health and wellness. So that's what I'm currently doing right now, helping to manage that.
Wonderful. Did you get to hear some of the testimonials that we've had?
You know, I think I missed it. I was trying to log in and
the
password wasn't working, but Carolyn filled me in on the incredible stories. So that I would like to learn a little bit more about that later on.
Okay, perfect. Well, welcome, Akita.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I have somebody I'd like to introduce, please.
Wow, lots of new people this week. Awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
So her name is Brenda Everett. And David, you actually spoke to Brenda and her husband. And I met her husband online through Facebook. And he transferred the information to her. And she's the one that took charge. So I'm gonna
Great. Well, where's Brenda?
I'm here.
Oh, there
I'm
you
down
are.
in Yuma, Arizona, the desert southwest corner on the California-Mexico border. And I'm a nurse. I left hospital nursing about a year ago, but in search of something more on the holistic naturopathic, and I've been doing supplements and stuff. And when Tatiana first shared this stuff, it's like, seriously, and then the more we looked into it, I'm just fascinated and amazed at what I read and see. and we have both sets of parents on it, and a few other people, and and seeing changes. None of them have major issues, but yet seeing several positive things, and I've got a lot of people in the works right now, so trying to build that and help others.
Well, wonderful. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the party.
All right. Anyone else
Anybody
new?
else? Okay, well, we're almost out of time. Did you go?
So you'll have to listen to the recording because you missed some incredible testimonials, David.
Awesome. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you recorded it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me go so we can move quickly, because Debbie, I want to announce something. I put in the chat bar a document with this week's events that are taking place. Here's my colorful color.
And I went over them already, just so you know.
Oh, you did? You went through it all? Okay.
Yeah. So you can get to the thing that we want to announce. If you
Okay.
want.
And I just want to remind everybody, because I get questions all the time, like, oh, where's the recording from last week? Where's the recording? And we don't record everything, but on the second page of this document that I put in there, you can download this. These are recorded ones, with doctors, with nurses, about the opportunity. The ones at the top I put in the box are really, really, really informative. They're ones in languages. People said, do you have anything in Chinese? I said, yeah, it's recorded. Everything's here. So just to make sure everybody's aware of that. And I also put the flyer up there for the Dallas event on the 15th.
Right.
I'm not sure what the capacity is because of spacing with COVID and all that, but
I don't think they have it anymore.
okay. Oh, it's open. Okay, cool. So,
David, I'm looking in the chat. I don't see those things unless I'm.
does anybody
They're
else
there,
see it?
Pearl.
They're there.
They're in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look.
Scroll up. Yep. Probably up a little further. So let's get to what we want to talk about, everybody. Something pretty exciting. The world's kind of opening up. And I just got back from New York. We moved our daughter back into Manhattan. In fact, I see Randy Rossler's on here. He came and met me at the hotel, and we had a beer and a drink, and it was so good to see people. I mean, we see people on Zoom, but we're just not together. And it was really nice meeting you, Randy. Look forward to working with you. And Debbie and I, usually once a year, and it's been longer, we do what a lot of leaders do in a lot of other network marketing companies that we don't see too much in ASEA. It's called a 90-day push, where you just focus on business for 90 days and do as much as you can in 90 days. You don't have to do it full time, but you can't run like a rabbit 365 days a year unless you're really hungry. And there are a lot of people that do that when they're hungry. But for 90 days, you can accomplish a tremendous amount. I mean, I just landed and from LaGuardia at Fort Lauderdale, but every time the plane takes off, I think about our business. I mean, it's like, you're sitting still, and all of a sudden they hit the throttle and you go, and all of a sudden it's going hard, and the pilot has to get going fast enough to get lift to get it off the ground. And if it doesn't do that, then it's just gonna, go off the end of the runway. It's the same thing with the business. And when someone starts, once they say, I'm ready to go, I want to build a business, inching along doesn't really work. You've got to get lift. And the way you get lift is to bring in new people, right? You bring in customers who say, I just want the product. You have customers that say, if the product works, I want to do the business. You had customers that say, I'm going to use the product, I'll never do the business. That was me, by the way. I said, right, Debbie?
Yes,
I
it
wasn't
was.
doing the business.
That's right.
And you have people that say, hey, I'm interested in this
Take care of.
business. Let me validate the product. I want to know quickly because I want to make money. I want to help people. I want to make money. So what you find is that what we find when we do these 90-day pushes, it's a group effort. There's a synergy, like we have a special program for 90 days for people to join in and say, we're going to do this together, lock arms, let's do it together, right? And we're going to get the plane off the ground. And some people say, when they look at the program and say, I want to be part of it. And some people say, I don't want to be part of it. Some people say, I want to be part of it, but they just do it because it sounds like a good idea. And then they peter out after 30 days. And that's fine. That's just reality. That's what it is. But after COVID, well, during COVID too, I think a lot of people realize that having a plan B in place that creates that residual income is pretty important because, you know, who knows what's coming next year? Who knows what's happening? Who knows if there's other viruses, other, you know, financial crises, and all of a sudden, you know, if you come to my presentation on the business on Thursday mornings in the US, Thursday mornings at 8:30 and Eastern on this Zoom number, I go through that slide. Like you're just draining through your savings, and when am I going to be able to retire? I just burn through savings, all of that. So anyway, we're going to start a push on the 15th of May. It's going to go 90 days, which will take us up pretty close to Nashville, okay, in September. And I'm going to let Debbie give a little bit more information on it, but here's the idea, guys. Whether you're brand new or you've been in for a while, you've got to get the plane off the ground. And when I say that, it's because if you bring in 3 people and say, oh, I've got the people who are going to take me to the top, the chances are almost zero that those 3 people are going to be the ones. It's a numbers game. We're looking for people who are motivated and coachable now. If you want to get the plane off the ground, if they're motivated now and they're not coachable, they're not going to help you get the plane off the ground now. They got to be both. And it's only a percentage of people. And anytime I've had anybody in my business, any of my diamonds, any of the platinums, anybody, and they said, I'm stuck. I'm like, okay, assess what you have, see who wants to play and work now, and bring in a new batch of people. Not a new 1 or 2 people, but a batch. And we always say, bring in 20. Focus on bringing in 20 people. That's your goal. You get to 5, you don't say, oh, great, I'm done. You focus on 20. Now, if you get to 10 and all 10 are keeping you busy, then maybe you don't get to 20. But reality shows us that, and history shows us that you focus on bringing in 20 people, right? And Eric Worre has a program, bring in 20 people in 30 days, right? What we're going to do is, and some people are going to do that in this program, if they're focused on it and they want our focused help, and Debbie and I are going to be focusing on the people who are in this program for those 90 days. If you're not in the program, we're not scorning you, we're not ignoring you, but we're going to focus on the people that want to get the jumbo jet off the ground, right? And so we're prepared to do a lot of work, a lot of things, special things for this group, to do calls and getting people on your most priority people on a Zoom with me or Debbie, okay? Or me and Debbie. And it's going to be for 90 days. We're going to call it, I think it's going to call batch 21. We're going to focus on 21 people. And we decided on 21 because it's 2021, right? And this is the year the world's coming out of the fog. Who knows what's going to happen in the financial world? They're just printing money like it's water. Inflation is going to go crazy. But we're going to focus on bringing in 21 people in 90 days between May 15th and about August 15th. And then we're going to go to Nashville. And Nashville is where the company is going to roll out a lot of things that are just going to throw gasoline on the fire. So if you have all these new legs, you have 21 new legs of people. Picture that, 21 new legs of people. The chances are that you're going to end up with about 3 or 4 who are motivated and coachable now, right? Now, again, if you bring in 10 and you find them, fantastic. Okay, that's great. But reality, I'm telling you, if you know reality and history, focus on 2021 people. That'll give you enough to work with to get your plane off the ground. So Debbie, I didn't prepare anything to talk about it. We've got most of it written down, but we're going to roll it out next Monday so people can opt in.
Right. So I just want to say also phone calls with Carolyn Hoffman, Diamond Carolyn Hoffman, and Triple Diamond Amy Stacy, and Edwina Lee and Ivana Yu. So depending on what group you're in, you'll be doing phone calls with the diamonds. And it's 21 because that's also a lucky number. There's 21 when you go to Vegas and you're playing 21, and you're looking for your aces, and you're looking for your kings, and you're looking for your queens and your jacks. So it's kind of a play on words. So it'll be probably called New Batch 21 because we want you to bring in a new batch of people. And we're going to make this a little different this time. We're going to try to have some fun with it. David and I are going to be giving prizes for every 2 people you bring in. And we're going to be calling on you to step up to do some fun things with the group as emerging leaders, basically. And so there's a lot of things that we've thought about that came to me because when we flew back from Eric Worre, that's what David was saying. When we found out what was happening at Nashville, it really is. I mean, I know we've said this before that it's going to be, but this is brand new. These are other diamonds from other companies that have brought ideas to ASEA and they have implemented them. So this is going to be very different when you hear what they have going on. And if you have new people, you'll be just answering the phone, taking phone orders. That's what you'll be doing. So that'll be nice instead of going out to look for people.
And in addition, you know, with the cash fill context for North America, for Canada and the US, people that are in this program are it's all about enrollment volume. You're going to get the entire trip to Nashville paid for. Right. Some of you have already done that, have gotten to the first level. Right. But it's just really good timing for it. Usually we don't do this in the summer. People are really kind of more in vacation mode over the summer, but this past year has just thrown everybody completely off. I mean, so we're not doing the standard timing that we usually do it. So, but the details will come out. We'll trickle it out this week, but next Monday, get your teams on, because that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on that program so everybody can make a decision as to if they want to be involved with it or not.
And Randy asked about business builders. Randy, if you got 21 business builders, that would be great. But no, we're focusing on 21 people. And out of that, you'll probably get 3 or 4 business builders if you did get that many in. Okay.
Well, defining business builders is this. So let's say you brought in 21 people who said, I want to make money. Okay. So you'd say, oh, I got 21 business builders. You really don't. You don't. You've got people that say it, right? We've all learned to listen with our eyes. Okay. If people are doing what you saw in Eric Worre, like you're giving them an assignment, they say, okay, I want to be this by this level. Okay. And you give them an assignment to do, and they say they're going to do it. And then, you know, whether it's watching a training video or making their list of names or coming to the team meeting, registering for Nashville, and then they say they're going to do it and they don't, then you're starting to see how it filters down. And it's going to, what I said was, out of 21 people, the average numbers will tell you that about 3 or 4 are going to be motivated and coachable now. Not later, but now. They may come later, but you don't want to roll people and say, please hurry up and become motivated and coachable because I want to get my plane off the ground. It's a numbers game. And so you want people to know that you want them in your business and you want to help them, but you don't need them. You don't need anybody. I mean, when people have quit this business, I support them. I want to help them, but I'm not going to cry because they quit. Because the one thing that I can control is I can bring in more people. We can all enroll. You get better and better at enrolling people. And the GoPro event that's going to be taking place in December online, I mean, everybody's going to be getting better and better and better. But by then, you're going to bring all your new people to that so that they're going to get as good as you are. So we're going to help everybody here. The only thing we cannot do for you is make you hungry and make you motivated and make you coachable. I mean, that's on you. If you are hungry or motivated and coachable, there's no limits to what someone can do. Dr. Hoffman, you're a diamond, and she hates when we say doctor. She's like, I'm just Carolyn, for God's sakes. I'm an entrepreneur. What, from your experience in multi-level marketing and in ASEA, what are your thoughts about this? It's really interesting, David. I was just thinking when I came home today that I'm kind of in a mental space like I was when we first started. It's like, okay, this is the next major push for us energetically. And I'm really psyched about what we have coming out in Nashville. It's like, holy moly, they're doing things that even I wasn't thinking that they would think about, is just going to be exponential in how it changes the dynamics of what we do.
I'm so excited to see the new website rollout and just the whole new structure of how we're going to be customer centric in a way that's going to be, as they keep saying, much more organic in how it builds people in ways that will, I think I love the fact they're just removing hurdles over words and conversations and things that we just won't need to be having. And there'll be this whole other arm focused on the way that, you know, there are brand advocates out there nowadays in just social media promotion, regardless of whether they're even network marketing. You know, you've got customer advocates who are going to really promote your business just because of all the things that they're thinking of putting in place. So this couldn't be a more dynamic space to be in. You know, I still say I wouldn't be interested in doing this business at this point if I didn't have a product that was patented and anybody else was in this space. No one's in this space, you know, and that makes us really unique.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
There's one thing I forgot to mention though, too. Coming up next week is the Most Powerful Women conference put on by Erica Marina Worre, and it's free. And she's having some very dynamic people on and some very famous people on. And it's every time I've gone, I don't want to say it's just motivational. I mean, you really do learn action steps to take, and you get a lot of new great ideas, and it's for men and women, but it focuses on women speaking and stuff. And I've taken people there that weren't even in network marketing just to show how you can empower yourself, basically. Man or women, either way.
What's the link registration
And
link? I
it's
can't remember.
mpw2021.com, I believe.
And that starts on the 14th, Debbie, and then your promotion starts on the 15th. So your
Correct.
promotion will start right in the midst of the Most Powerful Women.
Correct.
Right.
14,
So-
15, 16.
So if you'd like to go for free, you don't have, I mean, it's for 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't have to listen to the whole thing if you don't want. I'm not trying to suck your time here, but please go in and listen to maybe some of the fantastic speakers, because you get it for free and it's very powerful. And if you've got young daughters or something and you want them to hear some very powerful women speaking to show them what they can become. I took my daughter years ago and she was floored by everything she heard. So I'm just telling you, it's a really good event and it's free this year. So you can sit there and watch it.
There it is. It's MPW 2021. Most
Yeah,
Powerful
so
Women.
I was right. Good.
Yep. It looks like Eli Daniel has someone new that he wanted to introduce real quick. So I'm going to give him the
Oh,
opportunity.
okay. Absolutely.
Eli, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I have my family member. His name is Aziz. Aziz is online. He's from. Hi, Aziz. How are you? If you can unmute yourself and say hello to the group. He's waving hello. I don't know if he'll be able to unmute. He just joined us this week.
Well, let me see if I can
welcome.
unmute him.
I asked him to unmute, but I cannot unmute him. I don't.
You have to unmute, Aziz. Anyway.
How do you spell his name?
Aziz.
A?
A-Z-I-Z.
Okay.
Yep.
A-Z.
Yep. I've asked him to unmute. You've got to touch your screen, Aziz, to unmute.
I can't unmute him either, huh? I can
Yeah.
unmute some people.
Okay, well.
He's
maybe-
a very, very fun guy, and he loves what we're doing. And
Can you tell us a little bit about him?
he's basically my mom's cousin, believe it or not.
Okay.
The gentleman is my mom's cousin, not my cousin.
Where does he live?
My mom's cousin. He lives in Massachusetts, right, Aziz? Anyway, he can just say hello. Yes, yes. Okay, there he is. So, he got to see, he's been on several of these meetings and several of the other ones too, and he's enjoying it. So at the end, he said, I want to buy some of this stuff. I said, okay, fine. So there he is. He's smiling for you guys.
Welcome.
So-
Welcome, Aziz.
I see you. Hi, Aziz. Nice to have you here.
The original name of Asiya was The Stuff, so that's very appropriate.
There you go. Awesome. Well, everybody, we're 15 minutes over, but I appreciate your allowing me to come on late here after the crazy Uber drive at 90 miles an hour. And just a lot of great stuff happening. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you shared this photograph at all, but this is tomorrow night, everybody. Dr. Hoffman and Lynn Matthews will be doing a presentation. Just bring everybody to this. They do such an amazing job explaining the SIA and answering questions at this Zoom number, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Just phenomenal.
Yes.
Better than me. I can promise you that.
I did speak about that. So
Beautiful.
all right.
All right, everybody, unmute and let's say goodnight because we're late.
Yes.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night, everyone. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
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 Take care, Randy.